friends, welcome back to my kitchen and welcome to the Recipe Therapist. Before we get started, I just wanted to give a big heartfelt thank you to all my new subscribers this week. It really touched my heart to see so many of you subscribe to my channel. I want you to know I appreciate every single one of you. And today I'm going to serve up a really delicious one for you. They're my garlic chicken caprese stuffed portobello mushrooms. They're easy, delicious, and I really think you're gonna like them. So let's get started. Okay, so let's get into the ingredients of our stuffed mushrooms. So for this recipe, I'm gonna be using some chicken breast tenders. I feel that they work best for this recipe. You're gonna need some fresh portobello mushrooms, some grape tomatoes cut in half, some fresh mozzarella balls, or you can use cubed mozzarella if you'd like. We're gonna use some salted butter, fresh basil, some chopped scallions, fresh garlic, and for the top of our mushrooms, we're going to drizzle some balsamic glaze. And as an option, I'm going to use some fresh basil pesto that I made. So we're going to start out with the chicken first for this recipe. So I'm going to use about 5 tenders total for this recipe. I think it will work well. And before grilling the chicken, I just want to demonstrate how we have to cut. See this? This is called a tendon. It's, you know, right in the middle of our chicken. So I'm just going to show you. I have a nice sharp paring knife. How I'm just going to cut it out and sort of slide my knife down the, the length of the chicken and remove it, because you really could leave it in, but it's better without it. So I'm going to remove all the tendons and then I'm going to meet you at the stove top to grill the chicken. Okay, so now we're ready to grill our chicken. So before I use my handy grill top, I'm going to take some olive oil and just put some right on top of the chicken so it doesn't stick as much, and just a pinch of salt, okay, just like that. And I'm just going to mix it up. And like I said, I've preheated my nice grill top here, and I'm going to just lay out my chicken tenders right on this grill, and I want to cook them till they're just done. I don't want them well done because they're going to go in the oven when we put together our stuffed portobello mushrooms, and they're going to cook more in the oven. Okay, so I've been cooking the chicken for about 5 minutes, and you can see that it's just done. So I'm going to shut my flames off, and I'm going to get ready to cut this up, and we're going to make our sauce for it to stuff our portobello mushrooms. So while our chicken is cooling off, I've cleaned all 4 of my portobello mushrooms, and I'm going to demonstrate how we're to prep them for stuffing. So this is what they should look like, and this is what they look like coming out of the package. But like I said, I did clean both sides and patted them dry. So what you have to do is you just have to pop the stem out like that, and then there's this outer like ring or layer of extra like skin, I would say. You just peel it off with your hands just like that, because we want to make as much room in the mushroom to be able to stuff it with all our tomatoes and chicken and cheese. So that's how you do it. Okay, so now we're ready to make our garlic butter sauce for our chicken. So I've diced up the chicken into like 1-inch cubes, and now we're ready to make our sauce. So I have my pan preheated on medium high heat. So I'm going to start off with the butter. Okay, and I'm going to just, kind of go in a circular motion here until all this butter is melted. Now, we don't cook this sauce for too long. We just want to cook it long enough where the garlic gets into the butter and the scallions and becomes, nice and fragrant. So probably, even less than a minute. So I'm just going to saute this up, and then we're going to get ready to toss our chicken in with it, and we're going to stuff our mushrooms. So this is what it looks like. It's been cooking for a little less than a minute, so at this point I'm just going to add my chicken. I'm going to toss it all in there just to coat it, and I'm going to put it into this bowl, and we're going to go stuff our mushrooms. Okay guys, so here's the fun part. We're ready to stuff our mushrooms. So we're going to take our garlic butter chicken, and we're going to distribute it evenly amongst the mushrooms. I'm just going to demonstrate one for you. So make sure you get some sauce in there. You see that? okay, because that's what gives really great flavor. Then we're going to put about 4 or 5 of these little balls of fresh mozzarella. And I'm going to take my tomato that I've cut in half, and I'm going to put them on top. Okay, and now this is totally optional, like I said before, but I do like a little bit of pesto, so I'm just going to drizzle a little bit of pesto on the top of my mushroom, and a little bit of olive oil, okay? And I'm gonna stuff them all like this, and then they're gonna get ready to go in my preheated oven at 375 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes, depending on your oven, and they're gonna be so delicious. Okay, so this is what they look like. I'm done stuffing all of them. They look beautiful. They're ready for me, like I said, to go right into that oven and cook. And when they're done, we're gonna take them out. We're gonna let them cool for just a moment, and we're gonna drizzle some balsamic glaze and some fresh basil on top. They're gonna be so delicious. Okay, welcome back, guys. So I just pulled the Portobello mushrooms out of the oven. They actually had to cook about 25-30 minutes, and this is what they look like. They look just perfect. You can see they've made their own juice. And now at this point, we're ready to take, as our final step, our balsamic glaze, and I'm just gonna drizzle it right on top of them, just like that. See, that's the final touch, perfect. And then I'm gonna take our fresh basil that I've chopped, and I'm just going to throw that on top of each one for that extra flavor of that fresh, fragrant basil. And now I'm ready to take a taste. So I think I'm gonna take this one right here. It looks so good. And I'm just gonna take a little juice and put that on top. Wow. All right, let's see. It's nice and tender, the mushroom. And you can see the chicken in there, see that? Oh, it's still smoking. The cheese is melted. I'm gonna take this piece right here, and I'm gonna get a piece of that basil. It's a little hot. Wow. This is such a good recipe. It's like having a complete meal in one, because you have the chicken, the tomato, the cheese, little balsamic glaze on top. It's the perfect one-step meal. I hope you guys like this recipe. For the full recipe, you can find it in the description box. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. And we'll see you next time to serve up some more love. Take care.